And all right, and now let's see, I'm going to share screen. We'll get started here with the PowerPoint. Okay, well, everybody, I want to welcome you and just thank you for being on this webinar and for spending a little time with us tonight. I'm Dana Crabtree, for those who don't know me, but I'll tell you a little bit more about me as we go. And you know, as a team here of coaches, it's just our honor and privilege to have you on so that we can talk to you a little bit more about this amazing opportunity as Team Beachbody coaches. It's changed my life, and I know the lives of my fellow coaches who are on here and just so many others. The team that we are a part of, which you'll find out a little bit more about, is doing great right now. And this is a time, well, we're always welcoming new members, but particularly right now as we head into the fourth quarter of the year and into the holidays and into the new year, it's just an exciting time where we really want to welcome you and if you find out tonight if this is for you. And so with that, we believe it's just time to get going and to changing more lives, maybe your life, physically and financially. And so tonight, as I said, you know, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about me and about our team. And this will be, I'm going to touch on really every facet of this company, Team Beachbody, from our history to what we do with coaches. Some of it you may know, and some of it you may not. So it's hopefully going to be very basic for you, and I'm going to try to end in about 30 minutes. And by the end of it, I hope you will also know and understand why we're so passionate about what we do, why we love our company so much, and why we love helping others achieve their goals and live healthier and more fulfilling lives. And hopefully you're also going to know how you can fit in as well. So relax and enjoy and take it all in. Take some notes if you want to. We want to start by asking you, if time and health and money were no issue for you, what would you do with an extra $100 a week, $500 a week, or even $1,000 extra a week? Think about some of those, some of the things that would afford you. With the extra $100 a week, it could be something fun. It could be fun money, whatever you spend fun money on, maybe movies, a date night, getting the nails done. Some people will say, oh, you know, that's an essential, but, you know, to each his own, maybe some new shoes. You know, and it can also help with those essentials that you know, we all have to do. You know, we all have to take care of, you know, groceries, our gas, for some of us, daycare. An extra $500 a week, well, that can go to help with so many things. Certainly, like it's helped me with my car note on my new car. I had to get a new vehicle in May. My gnarly old soccer mom van finally gave out. You know, also it helps me to pay my kids' private school tuition. My husband and I have our kids in a private Christian school. It's really important to us, but you know, that costs money. Certainly it can contribute to so many things. Our savings, retirement fund, that's so important to all of us today. You know, be able to pay off more of your debt. How about with $1,000 extra a week? For a lot of us, I think that's hard to imagine that much extra coming in a week. Imagine what that could do for you, whether it's going to travel, paying down your mortgage faster, to be able to give to more charitable causes that's in your heart to give to. College tuition. Colleges it's so expensive now, right? And the good schools cost even more. So think about those things. And so I just want to ask you, what would you think about what would you want more of in your life and what would you want less of? And maybe dream then as you listen about this opportunity tonight. And so just a little bit about me so that you know my story. Well, I am a mom and very happy wife. My husband is Joe, and our kids are Nick 10 and Lena is 5, and very busy. We run all over the place. I'm one of those moms whose kids are in all kinds of, well, let's see. lots of activities, I guess you could say. My kids go to Taekwondo training between the two of them 5 days a week, and they're involved in basketball teams. So we're constantly in the car. And I work full-time outside the home. I am a full-time college music instructor, specifically voice. So that's what I do there. I've been a Beachbody coach, though, since 2011, about 3 years. I have reached the rank of diamond coach. So, you know, you may not understand, of course, what all the ranks mean and everything. It's really maybe not all that important. But simply for me, what that means as a diamond coach is that I do have a team of my own that is growing nicely. What is my story, though? How did I get started in all this? Well, you see my before after there, and the picture on the left, I was 85 pounds heavier than I am now. That was in May 2011. And I just had gotten to where, if I just try to make this very, very short for you, I'm a stress eater. I'm a busy mom. I certainly gained the weight with my pregnancies and never really, even though I knew about good eating habits, and I'd done some of that kind of in the past, and had some success. I never had any real regular exercise habits, and the healthy eating was just not this continuous lifestyle for me. So at that much heavier, where I got to be at my heaviest there, I just had got to the point where everything was harder. I was cranky. I didn't feel well, of course, and I found myself not wanting to do so many of the things that I'd always loved doing, and one of those things was performing. As a voice teacher, you might also imagine that I sing, I perform, and that was really where I got my experience to be able to teach others how to do it. And I just got to a point, I had a concert coming up, and I said, you know, I don't feel comfortable on stage anymore. I'm so concerned with how I look and not feeling good about how I look that I can't even focus on communicating with my audience. I'm too concerned with myself. I just don't think I can do this anymore. I actually told my husband that. And as soon as the words came out of my mouth, I realized, okay, wait, something is really wrong. So I started my journey with the Beachbody program, Slim in 6, which is all of our programs are on DVD when you're home. And this was a 6-week program on DVD that was for beginners. And the rest is history. I lost 85 pounds in a year. I just been doing Beachbody program after Beachbody program and following their healthy eating, and never thought that I would get down to the weight I am now, which I pretty much had not weighed since I'd gotten married. We've been married 14 years. So, and of course now, as you can see, I'm very passionate about helping others change their lives, just like I've been able to do. And I actually want to go back just a little bit here. I want to tell you, you saw this picture of this beautiful lady, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about the team that we are a part of, the team of coaches, and it is under her leadership. Her name is Fran Petoskey, and our team name is a Hawaiian name. It is Team Kahakai Kino, if I say that right. That is Hawaiian for Beachbody. So she lives in Honolulu, and she is a 10-star diamond, 3-time elite coach. And so, again, coach ranks, I know it might all sound like Chinese, just means that she has helped a whole lot of people to reach their physical goals, but also their financial goals as well. And the elite part of that, she is in the top, I think 0.02% of the coaches in the organization. She had been a coach for 5 years, and after those 5 years, she was able to retire from her job. She spent 38 years in a great career in the hospitality industry, but she was able to retire from that and also to turn around and retire her husband as well. So they have wonderful financial freedom, and they just continue to want to help so many of us achieve that financial freedom as well. And So that is a little bit about her. So, you know, if at the end of this, if you decide to join us tonight, this is the team that you would become a part of. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about our history. This particular company, just to help you understand what we as coaches do. So Beachbody LLC, it actually started as a company that was called Product Partners, and it was founded on the beach by two gentlemen by the name of Carl Deichler and John Conga.
Oh, okay.
And it was at first just a fitness infomercial company. In fact, if you have been up late at night, you have no doubt seen our infomercials if you're surfing through the channels. They started with some of the very first programs. There was one called Power 90 and also Slim in 6. I think one that was called Great Body Guaranteed, Thin Thighs Guaranteed. Then a little bit later, Turbo Jam, which was with the trainer Shalane Johnson, and that was a really fun one with cardio kickboxing that fits the music. And these were all, they were doing well, and these were all kind of beginner programs, beginner level programs. But then Carl, being the visionary that he is, got the idea to bring extreme fitness into the home. And so he got together with the trainer of Power 90, and that's Tony Horton, and came up with the idea to create P90X. And I'm sure you have heard of that program. And so that was really the first extreme home fitness program. They launched that in 2003. And it became the #1 infomercial in the USA. And you're probably going, oh, yeah, right, okay. So it did so great, but there was a problem. What was that problem? Well, despite the wild success of the sales of P90X, guess what? That program was collecting dust on a lot of people's shelves, including ours here at my house. Before I ever ordered Slim in 6, we had ordered P90X. My husband saw it, and maybe you can relate to this story, or maybe you know somebody else who can. And we took it out of the box and we tried it, and oh my goodness, even though there's a modifier person in the video who is doing some modifications for people, you know, who are not as advanced and everything, still, I mean, we were just, you know, passed out on the floor with little X's over our eyes. You know, draw a chalk outline around me, I'm done. You know, there was just no way. And so people were not doing it. They were, you know, starting and then quitting. They were getting discouraged. So, but Carl, being the visionary that he was, instead of just seeing this as a problem, he saw this as a huge opportunity. So he sought a wonderful solution, and that's how we became Team Beachbody. The thing was that there was, and there still are, on the website, these message boards for the Beachbody community. So all of the customers, what he saw, he went and he looked, and he just saw that there were certain customers, the ones who were doing really, really well with all the programs, whether it was P90X or anybody else, that they would just naturally be encouraging and helping along the people who needed some help and needed some guidance and who wanted to quit. And through that encouragement, people were, you know, that otherwise would have stopped. They were seeing great success. And so he said, that's what we got to do. So he created this coach network called Team Beachbody with about 40 founding coaches. And what he said was, okay, I've already seen you encouraging people. Now, as you encourage people, your own, you know, people that will buy the programs and things through you, I'm going to pay you for that. I'm going to reward you financially for helping other people transform their health. And so that was the Coach Network. That started in 2007. We presently have over 200,000 coaches, and we are growing rapidly. This is so exciting. You know, we are currently just in the United States, Puerto Rico, and Canada. This past summer was our official launch of Canada, so that made us officially international. We are going to, as you might imagine, expand much more internationally very, very soon. We are looking next at South America and Europe. So there you go with that. What I want to also just include with that is just to say, so So think about this. This was just born with people helping people. You see my calendar there, I think. I'll pop up there. I apologize for that. And the transformations, all the people that are improving just through the help of a coach, those transformations just pour in daily. And that's what makes us special among network marketing companies. And so I think it's also just important to point out that as a network marketing company, that we grew organically just out of a need to help each other. It was from an existing product instead of the other way around, which is the way it often is, where you have a company starting up and they say, okay, we know we want to do this networking idea. We need a product. Ours didn't start that way, and so we're just really proud of that. And, you know, not to toot our own horn here, but I got to show you some really cool facts and figures. We do have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, so that's a big deal. Among the direct selling associations, top 20 largest direct selling companies list, we're in it, Team Beachbody. And you may have heard of many of those companies that are in the DSA and certainly in that top 20, whether they're direct selling like Mary Kay or Pampered Chef or network marketing, certainly like Marriott, like Herbalife, like Amway. That's who we're talking about. Now, the DSA has a list called the Global 100. So the top 100 DSA companies worldwide, and we're ranked 38, and that was last year's revenues were $328 million. But here's where I just think this is so cool. Among that Global 100, we are at the time that we received that ranking, we were the only company that had not yet expanded internationally. We had not done our Canadian launch yet. So all those other companies on that list have markets all over the world. So then when you think about, okay, now we just started with our international expansion in Canada and we're going to go from here worldwide, and you think about the opportunity for our company's growth with that, it is just staggering. It's exciting. Now, so why Beachbody? What is our mission? What fuels us to do what we do? Well, it really comes down to our concern for future generations. And all we have to do is look around us. We need change. This map that you are looking at here, or this chart, what this shows is the growth of obesity in our country from the year 1991. Now, this is only to 2010. And you see this color-coded by state. And basically, I know the legend is across the bottom, but the more towards red it gets, the higher the percentage of the population of that particular state is considered obese, if I said that in a way that makes sense. I hope you understand me. So you see there, and light blue being the other end of the spectrum. So the more blue or closer to light blue it is, the smaller percent of the population that is considered clinically obese. So look at it in 1991, and now look at it in 2010. There's no blue at all on that map. And the map for 2013, of course, would just only appear more alarming. So our mission is to end the trend of obesity. And that is our why. And so here's the thing. Here is how you can help us to make a difference in that, in ending the trend of obesity. It may just sound crazy, like, okay, come on, one company, you're really going to do that? Well, but look, every time that you press play on a workout, every time, so that you're being an example yourself, every time that you care enough about somebody else to encourage them to just do the same thing and share what you're doing, you're inspiring them, then you're making a difference. You're helping that person to create change in their own life and in their own families, and that's directly going to affect the statistic. I know, and I know the other coaches on this call can relate to this too. I have seen this happen in my own family, because when I started out as a mom, I was really not a good example as far as a healthy lifestyle to our children. And, I didn't exercise. I was just eating all kinds of junk, and I was happy to feed them junk too. I mean, I felt guilty, yes, but so many of you, I know you know as parents how hard it is, how crazy it is, and so often it's the quickest, easiest thing we can do is just to give them junk and processed food, and I'm not proud of that, but that's where I was at. But, you know, rather than nagging them, I just said, okay, you know, I knew that I had to make a change in myself, and that's what I started doing, and I focused on me. My husband was wonderfully supportive. Not everyone can say that, but he was. And then, you know what, lo and behold, as I began to change, they followed suit, and my family has done great. My husband, I'm so proud of him. He's lost like 55 pounds, and he works out with me pretty much every morning. And our kids, you heard me saying how active they are now in all their sports activities, and they are learning to eat healthy. We're a work in progress, but they're learning. And I never thought I would see the day. And so that's just in our own home, how we are affecting that statistic directly. And so, you know, this is happening all over. It's impacting this trend. So how can you fit in? Well, as it says there, coaches change lives. And so we start off with just kind of asking the who, what, when, where. Well, we know the what, sorry, but you see the questions there. So first of all, who can be a coach? Well, everyone. There's no cookie cutter size or look to a coach, you know, anything like that. We come from all walks of life, doctors, lawyers, you know, people making six figures, college students, stay-at-home moms and dads, just college professors, anybody. Are some of them personal trainers and or nutritionists? Sure, yeah, but you don't have to be. You don't have to have any kind of certification or specialization. No, in fact, you know, like just what I do, you know, for me as a coach, I mean, I was just doing my thing, improving myself, and I just kind of was naturally, I'd found this thing that was so great, and I was just naturally telling everybody else about it. And that's really how I started. It says you do not have to be at your goal weight to be a coach. I certainly was not when I became a coach. And I am so glad that I did not wait because really things started affecting me as a coach just more positively financially before I just didn't even really expect that. I just thought, well, I want my discount on Shakeology. And so no, you just have to, it's for anybody that wants to be healthy and fit. You're just willing to start your journey with that, to invite others to join you, and just to want to be different, to want a different outcome for yourself, certainly physically, maybe even financially. When? Well, you know, that's the beauty of it. As a coach, you are a business owner. You own your own business. And so you set your own hours with that. It's part-time. It really depends on what you want to do with your coaching business and how far you want to go with it. The further you want to go, the more time you're going to put in. But you can put in very, very little. You have heard how busy I am. And so for me, it's like literally just wherever I can squeeze it in. So if I can do this, anybody can. Where? From here or from here. It could be your laptop, it could be your phone, your smartphone, your iPad, anything like that. Certainly person to person, but that's just the beauty of it. You know, I can be, and I often have been, in line at the grocery store and, you know, messaging with somebody about, you know, getting into one of my challenge groups, or with one of the coaches on my team, helping them, you know, if I choose to do that when I'm in line at the grocery store. You don't have to. But I was doing that the other day, and I just thought, how cool is this? I'm doing business and having fun as I just do life. And then how? Well, really, it's just through personal interaction with others and social media. And although we have really good in-depth training on how to do that, it's just that personal interaction. It's just very natural. It's just from forming relationships with the people around you in your life and talking to them. And that's good to do anyway. And so that's it. It's just pretty much, you know, wherever you are, if there's people, you're good to go. And in fact, in just talking to people very naturally, have you ever noticed that a lot of conversations end up going toward two topics, food and our weight. So look, people are looking for solutions. And so that's really all it's about. As you just listen and you're interested in that person and they open up about what problems they're facing and the solutions that they're looking for, about that need that they have. Well, we have a solution. And so it's just about helping them find a solution. And so in that way, you know what, it's not selling. So we love that. Want to show you a little bit about our brands. And what's, I think, so interesting is that so many people don't realize the breadth of our product line. What I want to show you here first, this picture across the top is our celebrity trainers. They are the ones in our different workout programs. They created them. These guys are leaders in the fitness industry and all have their own wonderful, unique personalities and styles for training. They're all very motivational in their own way. I want to show you also, I included on here Shakeology, and that is our staple nutritional. I'll talk a little bit more about that in another slide. You know, our company is always striving for new product development, which is just very exciting. You see the 21-day fix mentioned right there next to it, and that was a revolutionary product because even though all of our fitness programs come with a nutrition guide and an eating plan, the one that came with the 21-day fix, you see it included the little containers there, and that got way more specific with people with their eating, specifically with their portion control, because people can eat healthy food but still eat way too much of it, and that can be a problem. And it was just such an easy, foolproof way to be able to see, literally see what you're eating and to fix the things in your diet that you need to fix. Also, you see their P90 at the bottom. That is our latest program. You might think P90X. Well, P90 is for beginners. It has just been a fantastic way to build a fitness foundation. This is for the people that think, I can't do it. Yes, you can. That's P90. Pio is one that we released this past summer, and that's really cool. It has moves from Pilates and yoga fused together in just such a cool way, and it's actually a lot of strength conditioning in there as well. Of course, a lot of people know about Insanity, and you see our trainers there for Les Mills Combat. That's a mixed martial arts program. It's still one of my favorites. And you see some other nutritional things up here as well at the top of the slide. And I think it's just also important to point out to you that, you know, we're not that kind of network marketing company that has just relied on the same, like, one or two products for 30 years and never really develops anything new. As you can see, we're in constant new development. Now, also, we're not slowing down. We have a couple of more products that are about to release, one in December and in February, and that hits just at the most perfect time, because I was explaining to you that every year, like starting November, December, and going on up into January, we really have huge growth because of people, especially with New Year's resolutions, you know, they want to get healthy and fit. And so that's part of the reason for this webinar tonight, is that we want to invite you to, there's just probably no better time to join us. And so if you join our team now, we want to help you to get ready for this huge uptick in growth that we're going to see, and we want to get you trained. So what would be in this for you with Beachbody? Well, you know, I was a skeptical person really at first about coaching. I kind of just wanted my discount, and that was it, and I didn't want to say anything to anybody. But of course, like I told you, people were kind of asking me for guidance and for help, and I sort of gave it a second look there and saw what was possible. Not to mention, I saw all the successes of the different coaches that on the team that we're a part of, and so I knew I had to give it a second look. So, you know, with Beachbody, of course, you would be getting world-class fitness and nutritional products. Among those, the cornerstone is Shakeology, and that is our top selling product, actually. You know, I was also skeptical about shakes. I don't know if you're like me. I mean, there's so many shakes out there, and I'm like, oh, good Lord, another shake. Come on. But this is truly different. If anybody takes my Shakeology from me, I'll kill them, because I'm not a grouchy mom with Shakeology. So it's an all-natural vitamin and superfood shake. It's so much more than just protein. It's so much more than just meal replacement. It's you know, it's not a magic pill. We can't technically call it medicine, but we can tell you that it's clinically proven to aid in weight loss, because we know that weight loss is a byproduct of good nutrition, for reduction in cholesterol and in blood pressure. And those are just a few things. You'd also be getting, as a coach, accountability and support for your own health and fitness transformation goals, among a wonderful community of people. It's such a rewarding career, helping other people to achieve success in all facets of their life. I know the other coaches on this call can say amen to this. There's nothing like when we get emails and messages and calls of people saying, here's what I've been able to do, and you helped me do it. You know, I've lost however much weight. I've gotten off my cholesterol medication. I've gotten off my insulin as a type 2 diabetic. Thank you so much. I would do this for no money at all for that. We do, however, have a generous compensation plan. We have discounts on all our products, rapid product development that keeps us growing, and that we work according to whatever our own individual goals are as coaches. There's no pressure to you know, to do a huge business if that is not your goal. We do have very minimal overhead. Oh, what I should say also, if your goal is just to get the discount and you don't want to tell anybody you're a coach, that's totally okay too. You can be a closet coach because it's like being a wholesale member at Costco. You know, you just get the best discount. And I mean, I don't want to pay full price for anything. So if that's what you seek at this time, we can show you how to do that. But also minimal overhead. You know, if you are anybody that started a traditional business, like a brick and mortar business, you know it is so expensive. Well, for us, really the only cost is our monthly Shakeology, which we're consuming every day anyway, and just a $15.95 plus tax monthly business service fee. And that goes to pay for all the amazing things this company does for us. You know, we don't stock any inventory. They handle all of that. They handle our customer service. They give us personalized websites that are super easy to personalize. They give us wonderful training, all of that. Not to mention the tax benefits. Every kind of thing that you use to do your business that you can imagine is tax deductible. So, and of course, everyone knows our brands. That's the beauty. As an infomercial company, we spend over $100 million in advertising, and every week we're getting anywhere from 50,000 to 70,000 new customers. And what's so cool is those coaches who are Emerald rank and above, which you don't have to do very much to get to Emerald, by the way, they are given those new customers. They are assigned those new customers, and they reach out to them and they support and motivate them. I have so many customers who have been given to me that way. I know the coaches on this call can tell you that as well. And of those customers who are assigned to us, anything that they purchase in the future, we do earn commission on. And that's just the customers given to us. That's not even including, you know, anybody that we just know and we network with who might become our customer that way. And so how do we earn? Very, very briefly, we get, in terms of retail, a 25% commission on all single products sold. So let's just say, for example, that somebody buys Shakeology through my website. Well, I get roughly a $30 commission on that. I think it's a little bit more. We get paid every Thursday, which is nice. We get